start this night off right. I've got a great lady coming up. Yeah, that's all I need to say. I don't want to put any pressure on her. But her name is Cassandra Phillips. Please welcome. Thank you. Give it up again for Ashley. I'm going to Hey, before I start my set, Ashley, where did you get your shoes?
Oh, Urban Outfitters.
Oh, fuck, I love them.
In Chicago.
I just had to ask. In Chicago, yes. Chicago shoes. How's everybody doing tonight? You good? Great, that's all I want to hear. So yesterday was Valentine's Day. Oh, so many single people in this room, I can tell, I can feel it. Is this going out? This is my life. Okay. Let's take a second. Alright. So yeah, yesterday's Valentine's Day, and it just like reminded me of last year and all of my interactions with men. And if I could sum up last year in a sentence, I'd say that last year for me was the year of mostly terrible sex. It's okay, I'd rather have a fork being jammed in my vagina over and over again, because it's like some of the sex I had last year. And if you couldn't tell by that statement, I'm single. But yeah, like I'll be 26 next week, which is weird. And it's like the first time in my life I'm like totally cool with being single. It's like when you're dating, you have to do things that are annoying that you don't like to do, like just things that are super annoying, like sucking dick. Sorry, dudes. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like sucking dick is not annoying. It's just, you know, I've realized over the years that it totally depends on the dick. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Some are just way more enjoyable than others. But yeah, like being single is cool because I don't have to worry about checking my bra for crumbs. That happens more often than I'd like. For example, at work not too long ago, I ate Cheerios for breakfast, and then I went to work, and it takes me an hour and a half to get to work, by the way. I'm like talking to my coworker, and I'm like at work for a while, and I go like this? And I was like, oh, what is this? I'm like, is that a button? I'm like, wait, no. This dress doesn't have a button, and I go like this, and a Cheerio drops on the floor. So that means that I had a Cheerio sitting in my dress for hours without knowing it. Also, like, I have to convince a guy to be okay with the fact that I ran a deodorant on Sunday, and still haven't bought any. Oh, good. Oh, that's right, because I'm wearing my grandma's deodorant. That's a thing that's real. Maybe that's why I'm single, because I talk about how much I don't like sucking dick and how I'm wearing my grandma's deodorant in front of a bunch of people. But yeah, I've been single since October. Great. But I feel like it just like radiates and like attracts like all the biggest weirdos. Or I don't know, maybe I just attract weirdos in general, because like just like weird shit happens to me all the time. Like about a month ago, I was waiting for the train, and this guy comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, you want some bus cards?" And I was like, what the fuck does this homeless person want? And I was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, are you sure? One of them has $2.50 on it. And I was like, no, I'm good. And he's like, oh, all right. He was like, so, what's your name? And I'm like, sir, I don't give my name out to strangers, which is like my very nice way of saying, please fuck off and die, you cunt. And he was like, haha, yeah, because mother's always told us that, you know, you should never talk to strangers. And I was like, yep. And then he was like, well, it looks like you rolled out of a photo shoot. Like a light bulb popped off in my head, and I was like, dude, this bus card was his fucking pickup line. Like, how did he know? I've just been secretly waiting for like some dude to like sweep me off my feet with unlimited fucking bus rides. Because that's what gets my pussy wet at night. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, CTA card's like $100 a month now. I guess I should have given up that pussy, or I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I just like at the weirdest interactions. It's so weird. Like I was at work the other day, and this guy, not guy, I should say boy, he comes in and he was like, hey, just so you know, I work at a jewelry store, by the way, so I should say this, but he's like, hey, I'm not trying to buy anything, but I just want to let you know you're super attractive. I'm like, okay, that's nice, thanks. And he's like, yeah, I'm Nick. I go to Northwestern. I don't go to Water Tower very often. And I'm like, and he was just like that. that in my face. I'm like, that's cool, Nick. What are you studying? He goes, English. And I was like, what are you using that for? And he was like, well, I'm not going to school. I'm not trying to work in that field. And I'm like, okay, what are you trying to work in? He goes, baseball. And I'm like, okay, cool. What position do you play? And he was like, nah. He was like, I'm trying to work in like the offices and stuff. And I'm like, ambitious. Great. And I was like, I knew he was young. And I was like, how old are you? And he's like, 22. And I'm like, oh God. All right. And he was like, how old are you? Because I know I look young. And I was like, dude, I'm way too old for you. And he's like, what are you going to be, like 26 soon? And I was like, yes. Don't remind me. And then he was like, so, can I take you out sometime? Can I have your phone number? And I'm like, nah, dude, like, and he like wouldn't leave me alone, so just like, to get him out of my store, he like gives me his phone. He was like, just put it in right now. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I put in my phone number, and he's like, so we're gonna go out, huh? He was like, we're gonna go out soon? He was like, I'm like, yeah, whatever, just leave. And he was like, can I get a hug? Man, which is so sad because that's like the best attempt that I've gotten lately. And also, like another weird interaction, I'm like waiting for the bus. And it's like Wednesday night at like midnight, and this guy comes up to me, he's like, yo, is everyone out here racist? And I'm like looking around, and I'm like, oh, you're talking to me. And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, is everyone out here racist? It just seems like everyone out here doesn't like black people. And just in case you're wondering, yes, he was black. And I was just like, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. And there's like 20 people like waiting around, and he's like, well, he just like goes straight into, he's like, is you married? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, oh, okay, you got kids? I'm like, no, I don't have kids. Which I don't know why so many dudes ask that. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but I get that all the time for whatever reason. And then he's like, oh, okay. He was like, is you single? I'm just, at this point, I'd be like, motherfucker, is you serious? And I was like, no, I'm not single. I just wanted him to leave now. He goes, oh, all right. He was like, is you taken? I'm like, dude, are you fucking deaf? And then he was like, oh, okay. And then I think he got the hint that I was like super annoyed. And then he's like, all right. He's like, I'll leave you alone. He's like, but you don't got a sister or a cousin you can hook me up with? And I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure that like people around here don't like black people. They just don't fucking like you. Fucking asshole idiot. Yeah, that's like the thing that I get all the time. It's just terrible. So, since I'm single for Valentine's Day and I have to deal with all that shit, this Valentine's Day I decided to write Valentine's Day cards to myself from my exes that I'm going to read to you. Which actually, reading these will probably make all those dudes sound real good. So the first one says, Dear Cassandra, sorry for dating you for 2 months and never fucking you. Love can't get it in. Seriously though, here's the thing, guys. If a girl's dating you and like lets you take them out to dinner and lets them finger you, we'll let you put your penis inside of them. Just saying. That's how I am anyway. Just take me out to a few dinners. What are you talking about? I'm not hard to please. Okay, next one. Dear Cassandra, sorry for dating you for a week after I got out of a relationship with my boss. Yep, Love Employee of the Year. Fucking his boss. That's, don't even remind me. Alright, next one. Dear Cassandra, sorry for never trying to make a move on you until after I had a girlfriend. Oh, and also, sorry for lying about having lupus. Love, someone who has way too much confidence for having a really small dick. We're still friends though, so that's cool. That's cool. Next one. Dear Cassandra, sorry for answering the phone while going down on you that one time. Love, someone that only made you come once. Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to share the story that actually happened. So we're like, this guy that I dated for 6 months, by the way, and we're like hanging out at his house, and he's like going down on me, and like his phone rings, and you know, the normal thing to do would be not to answer the phone. Nope, and he was like, yo, bro, what's up? What am I doing right now? Eating this girl's pussy out. Then he hangs up, he's like, sorry, babe, it was my weed guy. I know you're thinking, yes, I let him finish. But to be fair, that's the last time we hung out. After he got me off the one time. And here's the last one, which is the nicest one out of all of them. Dear Cassandra, sorry for having boobs as big as yours and making you think of that guy from Fight Club every time we had sex. Love bitch tits. Wonder why I'm single, guys. I know, you guys are great. I'm Cassandra Fitz.